Harpreet Kaur suffering from multiple and life-threatening stab wounds in a home in the 12700 B block, 66th Avenue, just before 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Kaur's husband was taken in as a suspect but has since been released. She was taken to the hospital where she succumbed to her injuries, hinting that it could be a case of domestic violence, Periotti said. He also said, and I quote, that any time that there is any allegation of domestic violence, police take it very seriously, police said. Now they are releasing Kaur's identity, which would help them in their investigation. I still have both my guests with me. I have Major Mohammad Ali Shah, who's a defense expert, and Sanjeev Srivastav, who's an international affairs expert, with us on the broadcast. I would like to ask Major Shah, sir, how do you view all these developments taking place in Canada, wherein a lot of Sikh community has been hampered, has been attacked? Sir, how do you think that India could now intervene so that all these situations that are happening to Indians just give it a full stop?
Fidel, that's a very, very good question by you. I totally concur with my friend Sanjeev Srivastava, what he said. Is it too many of a coincidence that on 3rd December, again, Harpreet Kaur, a 21-year-old lady, was shot dead inside her house. And now Harpreet Kaur, 40-year-old lady, was stabbed with multiple grievous wounds in, as you rightly said, 12700 block, 66th Avenue at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Now, such frequent crimes, particularly, why against the Sikh community in Canada? Give it a deep thought. Is it now? Of course, they arrested Harpreet Kaur's husband on suspecting him initially of domestic violence, and he was released later on. If they suspected him, and if they thought that it was him, and why did they release him then? So obviously there is much more that meets the eye. Now, Harpreet Kaur, 21-year-old lady, was shot dead. Again, when they say, okay, it is a case of domestic violence, lady was shot dead. Again, when they say, okay, it is a case of domestic violence. Yes, it is. Now, what India can do is, of course, our diplomatic ties. In fact, we have very, very good relationship with Canada. The Justin Trudeau government over there. In fact, we have sent proposals also earlier and seek for justice. And, see, the image of Canada is certainly getting a beating, most certainly. And they have to take an action on that immediately. They have to react. Otherwise, in the international community, the image of Canada takes a beating. And what India can do, yes, we can have diplomatic talks with them and ensure we can ask for a collective action that they can be, and it's up to their government ultimately who to shield, what action to take. But I'm certain when there is a serious inquiry, when there is pressure built up on them, they will inquire in it more seriously for that.
All right, Major Shah, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.